What is up, Total Excellence? I apologize, dudes, for starting the stream late, but I'm here and I'm ready to color, dudes. So, tonight we're coloring YoungBlood from issue 1 by Rob Liefeld himself. I have a comic myself, if I could find it, but I do have his other works like Fighting American. Fighting American is my favorite. I like this more than DC's version of Fighting American, as well as um, pretty much. Oh my gosh, what was another series he worked on? I think once he did Marvel Reborn. That's another one. And we got Gingerton in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. Yo! All right, I'm gonna stop talking and do what I do best and start coloring. There we go. There's my pen. All right, dudes. I will vanish in 3, 2, 1. Poof. Alrighty then. Let's go and start working on this bad boy. So how you dudes doing today? I'm doing excellent as always. Go and create a new layer. Call it flats. As well as we're going to go and make sure I do a time lapse. Once we start, yes, we're going to start this bad boy. Alrighty then. Excuse me, dudes. So I pretty much have a good reference here, just so that way I have a good idea or the color palettes for these characters. So we're gonna go and do that right now. For right, I'll, do with this dude here. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? Put the flats layer. There you go. Flat layer under the line art. Okay, then we gotta do this. Bam. Trying to look in the reference here. Okay, so he's red and white. Okay, bam, bam. Keep red, white. Red, white. Oh shoot, I think I colored over where I'm not supposed to color. Let me undo that. Okay, so the inside here, where his collar is red. And then this part is going to be red. Okay, now what is his little bullets? Okay, they're red as well. So I might do it like a different colored shade. Gingerton says, no doubt, bro. I'm doing some inking myself. Half watching Aquaman with my girlfriend. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Aquaman's a pretty fun movie. I don't know. I felt like when I watched like Momoa playing as Aquaman, I don't know, man. I felt like it was a miscasting on their end because the whole time I felt when I was watching Aquaman, I felt like I was watching Lobo. It's like this was a huge miscast, man, because I mean how Momoa makes his delivery and how he talks and stuff. It's like I just felt like it wasn't an Aquaman film. It was Lobo the movie, except it's Aquaman apparently. So yeah, I don't know. I felt it was a huge miscasting on their end for Aquaman, but I guess the reason why they chose him is because he's more of the 90s version of Aquaman. And yeah, even like pretty much like when they did the redesign of Aquaman within the 90s, they hated that version, man. Because again, the 90s was a huge trend where, the heroes aren't heroic anymore. They're basically anti-heroes, and it's thanks to pretty much Frank Miller and The Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen, and that was pretty much the beginning of um, pretty much the Dark Heroes journey type of thing going on. But if that did not happen, we would not have the YoungBlood, Spawn. I mean, pretty much all these highlighted talent like McFarlane, Liefeld, Jim Lee. I mean, all these talented dudes. I mean, they would not exist without Batman and the Watchmen. Okay, so his is red in the center plate. All right, let me see. Are there any colors that are red? Okay. Pretty much Die Hard here. I'm not even joking. That's literally the character's name, Die Hard. I wonder how the heck. I'm telling you, dudes, right now, Liefeld has gone under so many lawsuits. It's like he has a character named Die Hard. Um, this character here in the top, Badrock, he was originally called Bedrock until I don't know, it was either Warner Media or Hanna-Barbera that reached out to Rob Liefeld saying, "Hey, dude, you can't use that name." So pretty much, yeah, I believe in the first issue. I don't know whether it's issue 0 or issue 1 of YoungBlood, but Badrock's original name was Bedrock, and pretty much Rob Liefeld was forced to change his name because either Warner Media at the time or Hanna-Barbera, told him like, "Hey, dude, your dark superhero team force, whatever, yeah, you can't use that name." So and I believe they even the characters before, I don't think they were necessarily supposed to be called Youngblood either. I believe it was like another name that they had until like it was another book. Not another book, but it was the same name. It's not Youngblood, it was I don't know, it was Extermination or Exterminator, something along those lines, and Marvel called up Liefeld. This is like before the whole image movement and stuff, and I think that's what sparked Rob Liefeld being like, "Hey, man, it's like I want to do my own comics and all this stuff." Because of this whole long phone call that freaking woke him up 6 in the morning, threatening him for legal purposes. Let me see. Okay, I think I got everything for this character. Okay, so this one right here, his arm is red. So let's go and make it red. Bam. This is going to be a little bit sloppy Not going to be too technical. Aha, damn, Momoa as Lobo would have killed. Yeah, dude. I mean, legit. He would be perfect to play as Lobo for the DC universe instead of Aquaman. Let's see. I like Jason, but I have to agree it wasn't the right guy. I'm at the end of the movie and he's in his suit and the hair throws his suit color off. Yeah, man. I mean, if they just did like pretty much like the 90s version where it's just him with his freaking leather pants or whatever they want him to wear, and it's just, just not the whole, scaled shirt and fin pants that just throws me off. You see, Frank Miller is one of my favorites for sure. Batman Year One is in my top 5. Oh shoot, that's great, man. Yeah, no, I have yet to read Year One of Batman. I most definitely would like to read that one, especially now with this upcoming movie with Robert Pattinson. That is literally based off Year One from Frank Miller's book. So this is going to be really interesting. Air quotes from Gingerton says, "Oh, Rob, yeah, we're gonna need you to yabba dabba. Don't use Bedrock as a name." Yeah, no, dude, legit. I bet that's exactly what happened in the offices of Hanna-Barbera. All right, I think I got all of it. I think I got all the reds. I got a color red on Die Hard's wristband, and I think we'll be good. So let's go color his wristbands red. Bam. Get a little bit more color. Let's go and color his hair orange, because that one I know for sure. That's the color of his hair. Uh-oh. Oh, no. His orange dyed hair is going all over of Badrock's chest. Yeah, another thing too, I've watched you guys already watched. If you guys know me long enough, you guys know I'm a huge Rob Liefeld fan. Whenever I like a certain creator or hell, even like an actor, I will watch interviews of them and just take just mental notes because I don't know, man. I'm a total curious person. I have so many questions that I really want to know this individual, and I think interviews are like the best thing that has ever existed in mankind. Period. Um, so yeah, I would love watching interviews from Rob that are either just questions of his passion for comics and um, where his thoughts are within the future of comics and all that good jazz, and especially the older interviews where like they're literally freaking rock stars, and that's the wrong color. That they're literally rock stars, and pretty much. Let me go and get marker. Just coloring all the little hairs here. There we go. Bam. Color here. Now here. Bam. Bam. Okay, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to give it more. I don't want to have like the same red over his crest. I'll just give him more different red. So that way, kind of his little like pellets or whatever is around his armrests is, you know, it just stands out. So I'll be doing that. Bam. Okay, cool. I'm just saving a lot right now in this progress so far. And we got Salazar Art Nation. Hello, everyone. What's up, Sal? How you doing, Frank? Hope you're doing excellent as always, dude. Salazar Art Nation said, for these, you just get to the line art from the web, or do you have a direct connection to Rob Liefeld? Dude, if I have a connection with Rob Liefeld, I don't think I'll even do YouTube anymore. Just saying. No, I'm kidding, dudes. I will still continue doing these coloring streams, but I would wish to one day work with Rob Liefeld, because I even noticed too in a few of his interviews, he would hire young talent to be a colorist to color his books. He'll shoot an email. I believe it was one of the interviews with Rob when he was doing Snake Eyes. And he said it. He said like he would hire young talent for colorists and stuff, coloring his stuff. And you know, he has a specific way of how he wants his colors to color his stuff. And you could see like the coloring for his stuff is very consistent, but they're from different colorists. Because I remember when the interviewer asked him if if it was the same colors from his last project, and he said no. Like he tried, he did like a test and stuff, like, oh, like what we do with this snow scene right here, and unfortunately he didn't make the cut. I don't know, it was something around where he just did not make the cut because of a certain scene. But the other colorist he got for Snake Eyes, he was able to hit all the the check boxes of what he was looking for. So yeah, so I would look through the web to find some black and white, like legit line art, and then use Clip Studio Paint and just convert. I believe it's called convert. Let me see. Let me look at it right now. Yeah, convert brightness to opacity, and then it helps keep the line art at its good quality. And we got the Cavalry Collective. Hey there, Ichthus. Hey there, Paul. How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. There's a year one moment in the first Nolan Batman. See how Batman summons the bats to save his butt at the end of the movie while being chased by the cops. That's from the book Year One. Yeah, man. See, doing well, man. Just here to enjoy some excellent coloring by the legend himself. Oh my gosh, dude. Come on, man. A legend. That's... I got what? Like I think I got 81 subs. I believe I got 81 subs. I could be wrong. I gotta check again. I do believe I have 81 subs, so I am far from a legend. But most definitely, man, I most definitely am happy. Within the subs, you know, I'll be looking for work soon. So that way I'll do some more coloring work, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, dude. So yeah, so you know, I think that was another I think it was another confirmation as well, knowing that you know, especially from Rob Liefeld, that, you know, he legit says like, I'm looking for a colorist. So if a freaking pro like Rob Liefeld is saying I'm looking for a colorist, I'm set. I think I'm set. So, you know, just gotta work hard and, you know, get some good comic work. Let me see. Okay. Speaking of, what's it? I didn't color the thing around his. Yeah, it's also red as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna color the same as the other one. I'm gonna do what I did for the. It's a little pellet bullets, whatever the heck there are, and I'll just color his. Just color like that. Just color that. Do some quick coloring here and there. I'll color this so that way it stands out. Because, you know, I don't like things that blend in. A certain thing like that. Like, I like things that, you know, if it pops out, then, you know, you gotta make it noticeable. But yeah, Paul, I cannot wait for Bump Back Buddy. I gotta hit you up later since, you know, June is creeping up for the next 3 months, so I'll hit you up later, whether it be tonight after the stream or tomorrow. So just keep your DMs open, Paul. AKA the Cavalry Collective. Alright, let me go and tilt that. Do a little detail work here and there. I don't necessarily do this a lot, but just using the marker. But, you know, just make sure I color everything in. Alright, awesome. See? Okay, everything is white. Yeah, everything is white. I did not color this one white, so let's go and color that white. Just go and make that fix now. Bam. Done. Fixed. Okay, so most of the majority of them are white. Like his skull face is white. Die Hard is white. I believe this character's name is Violet. I could be wrong, but I believe the character's name is Violet. She's literally just blank. So I don't need to work too hard on it. Even this character's beard is white, so I don't need to worry about the whites so far. But I do need to worry about the arrows that are right here. So I won't be too concerned unless, you know, I might color the background. So we'll do that. Just color the arrows. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, awesome. I just noticed his hands. This is the first time I'm noticing the hands. They're also red. That is fine. We will do that. Same thing. I want them to not blend in from the other reds. I'd rather just have it pop out. And then, I'll just do my magic and just coloring it like that. Just using reference. So that way, it's much more easier for me to recognize what's needed to be colored and what's not needed to be colored. Salazar R Nation says 81 and growing. Thank you, Sal. Thanks, Frank, for confirming that for me. 81 subs. Let me see. Nicholas Mueller. What is up, Nicholas Mueller? No doubt this is looking amazing, buddy. Thank you so much, Nick. Calvary Collector says, my DMs are always open to you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. It's nothing too concerning. It's just about like the back cover for the for Bump Back, because I do wish to rework it. I felt the final product was amateurish, and that's my thought process. I felt like it was amateurish, and I know that I could do way better than that. So yeah, that's about it. But just confirming that since June is creeping up now, I'll go on ahead and just redo it. I believe with the arrows are gonna be red. Bam. Alright, awesome. So we just got that done. Now I just gotta color this character, skin tone. Alright, not bad. Yeah, his armor is bare skin. Okay, I was wrong for that one. Okay, cool. Alright, now let's go and get that done. Bam. Poof. Go and save my progress. Yeah, how's everybody doing today, guys? Thanks for coming by the stream, buds. I know that Sundays are usually either work day or, just chilling with the family. But I truly appreciate you dudes coming by to the stream and watch me color and just have a blast doing this. Go on, color that white. Alright, cool. Might change the color of the tone. I think this is pretty much the appropriate skin tone for this character. Okay, so it's basically his whole entire head is red. So we will do that. Turn this whole head red. Anyone picked up any comics this week or backed any crowdfunds? Because there's a lot of good crowdfunds this month in particular. There's a lot of good crowdfunding books. You know, I wish I could back them all, but I can't. I can't. And there are a few books that well, not a few books I'm waiting for per se, but you know, what is it? Bam. But you know, they're just under delay right now. Like I got this one book I backed on Kickstarter, and this creator, he doesn't. What am I saying? Work. Like he used to work at Wildstorm, and I love his art and stuff. But you know, there's just a lot of things going on over at Texas now, and he's even moving as well. So it's like, oh man, it's just everything was just dogpiling this dude, and of course there was a blizzard storm as well. So there's just a lot of things that's going on over at his end. But you know, right now it seems like shipping has been delayed on his end. Let's see, okay, so that's red as well. Bam, tilt it. So, and I backed like what else? So yeah, I mean, you know, unfortunately it is what it is due to life. It's like we have no control over what goes on. Ginge says, always a pleasure. Thank you, Ginge. The Calvary Collective, you are family, man, so I'm here to chill. Thank you so much, Paul. I truly do appreciate it. And we got Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant. What is up, Total Excellence? Shout out from CromCon 12. Awesome, dude. How's CromCon going so far, buddy? Neostar Productions, the brilliant star that shines through the night, the hot flash that makes evil sweat. Riser Man stands before you. Awesome intros as always, Neo. Alrighty then. Bam. Cool. Awesome. Now, gotta go and okay, all of his okay, so his whole entire arm is red except just that. Huh, weird. Oh no, I'm using the wrong brush. I'm like, why is it giving this weird splatter effect? Because I'm using the wrong brush, duh. There we go. Yeah, I finally funny enough, I've finally looked into one of my Udemy classes. I bought some new online courses. Something more of I bought some for writing. Yeah, like 2 writing courses, so that way, you know, whenever people's gonna read my stuff, there's clarity, and it's more than okay dialogue. Because I started reading back at my earlier stuff when I was writing, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, ooh, man, that was cringeworthy. But you know, you live, you learn, and you know, I gotta learn to say and write out loud. Because even reading it, like in my head, I don't know where the heck I was when I was writing my stuff, but you know, it was interesting. I'll say that. So there's a lot of blues going on here. So I'll jump onto Die Hard Because I love the color scheme of Die Hard. Well, not the color scheme, the character design of Die Hard. I don't know how the heck is like, okay, Hanna-Barbera knocked on freaking, you know, Rob Liefeld's, you know, gave him a call saying, hey, dude, don't use Bedrock. No, not Bedrock for your book for the next issue. But somehow he got away with using the name Die Hard. Now that one, I'm very most curious on how the heck Rob Liefeld dodged a bullet on that one. Who knows? Maybe he just put two words together, and he was able to avoid the copyright issue. Because I mean, you can honestly. That's another thing too. You can avoid with copyright issues if you want. If it's either one, if you create a character that may be close to resembling him, like another character, but here's a but. If you put like a different name, yeah, if you give the character like the different spelling of their name, you might get away with it. So that's interesting. Another thing too is I think if you can like change the maybe the genre based on that character, I think it can is another way to get away with it. I don't know. It's interesting how the whole way you can just slip out of the whole excuse me, the whole copyright issue thing. Okay, so this whole thing is blue. Let's make it blue. I use a lasso tool. I don't know why I'm coloring with this marker here, but it's faster if you just do it like that. Bam. His whole leg is blue, correct? Yeah, his whole leg is blue. There's Salazar, our nation's cavalry. Drop links to Ichthus' Instagram or store if he has one. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Ichthus the writer, I'm so here for it. Yeah, man, you know, I wanted to take take the writer seat. Goof job. Good job. Oh man. Oh, it's always a misspellings that always gets us in trouble. I remember back then in the freaking early times of cell phones, man. Is like you would write a huge long paragraph and somehow your paragraph is cut in half and it just leaves us so much trouble. I remember a few instances of me getting in trouble just I don't know, just writing so much of half of everything. Of like half of almost everything. It's like, oh man. Man, what was another thing that just happened too? Let me see. Neostar Production says, the one thing I disagree with Hanna-Barbera on, they shouldn't be able to claim copyright on Bedrock, since last I checked, Bedrock is supposed to be an actual type of rock. I don't know. That's the thing. It's like it's just. I don't know. That's the thing. It's just those little things that, whether it's either Bedrock or Bad Rock, however they use that terminology, I think it's just based on how you say the name. I don't know. I am no lawyer whatsoever when it comes to these things. Let me see. This guy also has bullets on his. What are these things? I need to ask Rob Liefeld one of these days, if I ever going to see him one day. Is what are those things? What are their purpose? I might need to read the comic again to even understand it, because I don't know. What are they? Grenades? They might be grenades. Let me see. Although I do think Badrock is awesome. He's like Ben Grimm slash The Thing mixed with Michelangelo from TMNT. Yeah, man, it was a good mix. I also like Badrock better than Bedrock. Um, I honestly don't know. It's interesting. Let me see. Okay, I thought Badrock was wearing gloves for a minute. All right. Is the back of his calf blue? Not even blue. Interesting. All right, whatevs. So I already finished coloring pretty much Die Hard. Yeah, basically finished coloring Die Hard. All right, and then this dude here looks like he did not make the cut for Star Trek, so he's part of bad for YoungBlood. I kid. I kid. Let me see. What colors can I use for this character? I think I'll use this blue here. I don't want to use the same color scheme. Although it would make it much more easier for me to color, and faster too. There we go. Seems like everything from this dude is just... Did I color this dude's beard? I did color this dude's beard. Let me delete that. Or is it part of his beard? No, it's not actually. Life of a colorist. Just gotta make sure that, you don't make an oopsies when you do these colors. Let me see, Alright, so basically he is just like, from head down, it's all blue. What I see in this illustration. Alright, so let me go and use a lasso tool to avoid that. This dude's legit just all around blue. So what was it? So yeah, so I bought some new courses to do some writing and stuff. So that way I know the techniques of writing, and it's just writing in general. It's not really as far as storytelling, just as a writer, because this is one of those top best-selling things to writing and stuff, and it's just pretty much the guy said like like you can transfer over to the knowledge that he's telling me Like he used to be an editor for the Wall Street Journal and all these other big news outlets. So yeah, I think I can trust giving him my money to him. And he also has another course, so I'm pretty psyched to learn more about it. And I'll make my okay dialogue a bit more okay. Just God, what was the thing that he said? I guess for my at least for my goal as a writer, just for me to make it, like, for my writing to be decent and just more easy and understandable for those who are going to read my scripts, that they can honestly visualize it. If the person that reads the script can visualize how this scene is going to look, then it's going to be much, much easier for the artists that I would hire to make the scene even twice as better. Hell, maybe even made it much better than how I visualized it when I wrote it. So, but yeah, but I also got a figure drawing as well. Hey, we got Nefarious in the house. What is up? Total excellence. I am doing excellent, Nefarious. How are you doing, buddy? YoungBlood! YoungBlood indeed, dude. We got a lot of YoungBloods here in this chat. Especially Nefarious. He's a major YoungBlood. Let me see. Alright, let me color this character here. There we go. Just gonna make it a little bit sloppy and stuff, but I'll be using the lasso tool just to help me just color this bad boy in. So yeah, dudes, thanks for everyone that is watching the stream. You all ooze of excellence as always, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Bam. Bam. Is he wearing gloves? Yeah, he's wearing gloves. I knew it! I knew he was wearing gloves. Basically, the whole team is wearing gloves. So that way, they don't leave any evidence. Let me see. Yeah, my only pet peeve with the YoungBlood book was that there was two teams with YoungBlood. And of course, there was a home team, which is the one that I'm coloring now, and then there's the other one that is the away team that I don't know what to say. Rob Liefeld made these characters seem like they're a terrorist group. For the away team, the away team for YoungBlood seems like they're a terrorist group. It's like, oh yeah, let's just let's just just make fake news and say the dude kill himself or something along those lines. All right, let's see. As far as how I can tell, this dude seems like he's yellow. So let's make him yellow. Hopefully I won't get canceled for saying that. All right, go and do that. Bam. Gingerton says, it's too late. The counseling came from inside the house. Oh no! No! Don't cancel me. I'm trying to make money. Somehow. Alright. Let's see here. Let's color Badrock. This is the only character that I'm pretty excited to color last. I might change his color again. See, bam, bam. Alright. And go and use the marker to color all that. Actually, before I even color in, let me just turn off line art. Let's try this one. I think this one's more accurate. I'm debating on that one. Because I don't want to make them too stone-like. Well, I'll just play around with... I'll stick with this for now. For everything else, I'll just play around with like lighting and shading and all that fun jazz. I'm working on Bedrock. Did I say Bedrock? I think I did say Bedrock. Bedrock. Because, you know, he's bad. Yeah, pretty much Bedrock is pretty much a popular character out of all of YoungBlood. And you know, who would not like being a huge colossal monster that's totally OP and like, you know, you have like, you know, the excitement in the mind of a child. I mean, I remember the funny moment from Bedrock. I haven't got any Bedrock books yet, but I think, and this is not necessarily from any YoungBlood book, but it was like a crossover from Savage Dragon. I read like I believe it was issue 3. Yes, I remember. It was issue 3 of Savage Dragon. I believe it was a special issue. I don't know what. In issue 3, Savage Dragon goes against Bedrock, and long story short of the fight, Bedrock was giving Savage Dragon initiation to join YoungBlood since he beated him. And he ended up arresting him. And I'm like, oh man, that did not work out. Oh man, that I laughed so hard when how that ended up. That was humorous. All right, now right, now I got a color violet here. So let's go in color violet. So pretty much from her gloves. Now let's see. Go in. All right. Bam. We go and color this. Color the hand. Oops. Go and color this right here. Okay, cool. Cool. Is it jewelry she has around her wrist? No. Funny enough, her arm isn't colored as well, so I guess it's just go and color her shoulder pads. Those are one of the things I loved about Rob Liefeld is his pouches and his shoulder pads is like I just have no clue how the heck. I wonder what were his inspirations when he was drawing those. I am just really curious what were his inspirations when he was drawing those. I think it's maybe because of action flicks and all that stuff. I believe it was one of those factors of his inspirations. Because, I mean, the 80s, I mean, come on, the 80s were the golden age of films. Let me see. Okay, now let's go and use the marker tool. All right, let me go and tilt. Bam. All right, cool. Bam. Let me see. Jin says, yes, I was just thinking of Chris Claremont's X-Men pouches. Oh, man. The amount of pouches. Cyclops has so many damn pouches. What other X-Men? I don't know. I honestly think only think of Cyclops because he has pouches around his belt. He even has a pouch like around his shoulder, over his chest, I believe. But I know he did not do X-Men for sure. I know it's Jim Lee and oh man, what is this other guy's name? He was the founder of Top Cow. Gosh, man, I hate when I forget names because they have such a huge role with it. Salazar Nation says the pouches is from military. Oh, so he got the inspiration from the military. There's the. I've always been fond of the pouches. Go and start calling this dude. Let me start calling him. Bam. Bam. What the heck? There we go. I was pressing the wrong keys, dudes. Because I kept pressing P. If you have Clip Studio Paint, you know the shortcuts. If you press P, you'll be swapping the pens and from your pens to the paintbrush. And I don't want a paintbrush, okay? Might buy some more courses from what is it? Trent Kanuga. So that way I know how to color exactly how he colors his stuff because I love his way of coloring. Pretty excited for Creed Reimagined. I'm excited for that book. I believe they extended the campaign to 30 more days, but I made sure I literally canceled the variant covers to get the 24-hour cover of Creed, and I was so satisfied. And the funny thing too, it wasn't even like Trent's cover. I believe it was like another artist and another colorist that did it too. So I mean, and it looked fantastic, man. So I can't wait to get my exclusive 24-hour variant cover once they deliver. They said in the ad that they will deliver on July, so that's pretty much my birthday gift right there. So I'm pretty psyched. Okay, so everything is gray. I got good grays right here. Just to give off like metal and stuff. So let's go on ahead and use a lasso tool. Because all things Rob Liefeld. This man loves gigantic guns that gives a huge, huge damage to whoever crosses his path. Oh, I keep getting sidetracked. So I looked back at my my coloring course, and when I purchased this coloring course, right, I bought it back in July, which was this summer last year, and pretty much I didn't even finish that course. Like I did like my percentage was 30%, and pretty much that 30% was enough for me to have a good idea on just how fast and the pacing I have to give being a colorist. Because with me, guys, like um, I'm not the type of person where I sit and watch other people do it. Like once I see you do something, like I want to do it now. It's like I just don't have the patience for it. Like I can't stand watching sports and stuff. Like it's not even my interest. I'll just end up just wanting to play sports. It's just the only thing that I won't do is if I watch a movie, I'm not gonna make a movie, in that sense, because I necessarily can't do that because that's time and energy. But if I watch professional wrestling, I can't do professional wrestling because that takes a lot of training and time that these guys have spent their lifelong they're sacrificing their bodies for our entertainment. So I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good just sitting back at a few things, but like simple things like sports and art and coloring, I know I can do it and jump on it. So pretty much this is where we are so far. See, I would like to experience the 80s. Yeah, I have the same feels too, Neo. I would like to experience the 80s as well. But I know with the 80s, I think I would just miss out. Like everything would just be over my head. How I was back then in the 90s. I missed out everything in the 90s from comic books to. Yeah, it's just only comic books. I hated reading when I was a kid. Like I don't have the patience. My exposure with Superman was the anime series. I love the anime series. I've recently got HBO Max, and the first thing I freaking did was I watched Superman the animated series. And say Ginger said, "It's still real to me, damn it." In what context do you mean? The pouches? I think the pouches are real too. Oh, you're referencing to professional wrestling. Okay, I got it. I got it now, bud. I got it now. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, what? What do you mean it's still real for you? Now I remember it was professional wrestling. Yeah, man. I had a good talk with Ginge, man, when we were talking about professional wrestling and some certain like superstars that we like and dislike. It was a fun chat. You dudes make sure that you sub to Gingerton's channel, man. He's fresh, man. He's fresh off the block of making content. He's learning how to ink stuff, so I'm pretty excited for him. I don't know, Ginge, if I told you that there is also a good because I know you use Clip Studio Paint, so it's perfect. That Jimmy Reyes, who was inker for, I don't know if I said that in the last stream or maybe the two streams before it, but Jimmy Reyes was an inker for Wildstorm. Wildstorm was well known for having the best inkers in the studio. So, oh shoot, I totally missed this chick's hair. Big time. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. Yeah, no, like Jimmy was one of the inkers for Wildstorm, which it's pretty good. If you're in Wildstorm, you're really talented. I mean, granted, out of all the studios you would work for, if you work with either Top Cow or Wildstorm, like you are most definitely gonna learn real big, and stuff. So yeah, Jimmy has a Gumroad, so just get the, I believe it's $25 to get the everything from the digital inks to like getting like video tutorials on how to ink, like how he inks digitally. All right, cool. The Salazar Art Nation says, I was born in 78. I was super young in the 80s. Oh man, so you got to experience the 80s, man. That's awesome. Well, the damage was real in wrestling. Yeah, and so were the drugs. So were the drugs with the steroids. The freaking wrestlers was wild, man. Like back then in the 80s and 90s, man, like they had to stay in character. How they portray themselves in the ring, which was just insane, man. I honestly don't know how they do it. But yeah, man, the damages and the things that they have to go through to, you know, for our entertainment, man, like I have so much respect for those wrestlers, man. I honestly do, because, we could just sit down and enjoy and, you know, just live, just enjoy our lives, whatever we can. But the damages that these guys get and receive, man, it's lifelong damage on their body that they will never get back. So I have a huge respect for for pro wrestling. It's like there's nothing fake when you get your head smashed in a steel chair. There's nothing fake when you get when you go through a freaking table. It's like I honestly don't know, man. I just honestly don't know. Let's see, okay, color this. Let me go and color this dude's eyes white. That way you guys know where exactly his eyes are. Bam. I think that's pretty much it so far. We'll color Bad Rock's shoulder pads gray. Okay, awesome. Finish coloring his shoulder pads, and then we'll go on and start doing shadows. Love doing shadow work. Let me see. Huh. Okay, so his knee. Why is his knee pads? Like, this part is gold. Why is everything gold? Is it because of the reflection? Because if that's the case, then his stuff is gray then. So I'm guessing that's gray or metal, whatever it may be in this case. So guessing it's gray. So let's go for gray. Because I know the reason why it's gold, because I know for a fact it can't be gold unless you guys can correct me in the chat if you guys know more of YoungBlood than I do. I only got issue 1 of YoungBlood. I don't have all the other issues. But I know that it's not gold. Oh, also his arrow thing is actually it's actually metal as well, but I won't give it like how I'm giving the treatment. His thing, it's actually gonna be like this color here. Gonna be nice and bright. And I'll also color his arrows as well. Same color. Maybe I'll make it a little bit darker so that way it passes. After that, we'll do some shadows and then we'll play around with lighting. Color his lips. So yeah, thank you, buddy. I'm working my piece for tomorrow's video right now. Awesome, man. I cannot wait. As the Salazar Nation says, Jimmy Reyes was a filthy inker too. Oh, man. Jinjiditin, well, just for fun. Oh, okay, so you're doing it for fun. Let me see. I'm a writer, but I want to expand my skill set. Yeah, no, dude, that's awesome. I'm trying to expand my skill set, man. I want to be a freaking writer. So that way, you know, you guys can enjoy my writing. Of all times, it's The Rock or Stone Cold. Let me see. See, I like AEW more than WWE at this point. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, you and I, we've talked about this. Why, you know, we like AEW more than WWE. But the WWE has that Japanese goth babe, Ahsoka. I don't, gosh, man, Azuka. Azuka? Is that how you pronounce it? Asuka? Azuka. She's my fave WWE wrestler at the moment. At AEW, I like John Moxley and Darby Allin. I don't know Darby Allin, but John Moxley for sure, dude. Like, when I saw John Moxley, how he is in AEW, I'm like, man, I bet this dude was so happy to finally go unhinged of the character that he really wanted to portray as than the watered-down version that WWE, you know, unfortunately was watering him down for. Alright, so I think we're looking solid. Okay, I gotta finish coloring this dude's leg. So let's do that. Let's color his leg. I think that's her stomach. Yeah, that's Violet's stomach that I colored blue accidentally. But that's all good. That is all good. Go and do that. Yeah, man. It's always good to always expand your skill sets, guys. Because, you know, you're going to be more flexible for, you know, clients that you may acquire later on down the road. I mean, I'm an artist as well, but I know for a fact, trying to, excuse me, I know for a fact I'll get more commission work being a colorist because most people are looking for colors than they are for artists. Because writers have specific taste or how they want their story to be when they hire an artist based on their portfolio or even not only their portfolio but like how fast they can draw and when they can turn in a page. Let's go and color his thing brown. Let's see here. Because I feel like I haven't really colored everything. Okay, so I just gotta color. How far red is it? Okay, so it's basically his first ab, and then the red's on the side. Okay. Bam. Awesome. Awesome possum. Dude, hire Moxley to be Wolverine. Yeah, right? Dude. I don't think maybe Wolverine's not the most appropriate. I think I see John Moxley more as a Tasmanian devil. Can you imagine for a Space Jam? Just John Moxley just be the voice for the Tasmanian devil. That's just it, man. That's your Tasmanian devil. Alright. What's his pouch thing? Okay, so everything that's gold is basically silver. So let me go and finish coloring that because I think I did not even finish coloring this. Okay, and then this is going to be this color here. This is basically the reflection of... Alright, cool. Now let's add some shadow work to it. Shadows. Okay, awesome. Now, let's go for that. And we'll use some, what I love to use from Trent Kanuga's 2019 brushes is the airbrush. Bam, airbrush. Go and use multiply layer. And then I do this. Okay, bam, bam. Do that. Bam. Just add some shadows to it. Alright, cool. And for this dude here, let's try another color. So let's do that. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Let's do some light shadows here. Over here, here. All right. Now, all right. That. What else? There's not a lot for me to add shadows here, so now let's go and do that. Let me add some shadows for his armor stuff. What I love about doing shadows, guys, is it gives more depth to the feel of the character, and it looks more somewhat three-dimensional. Like it gives them more depth. Is what I'm trying to say. And if you just add shadows, just little stuff like shadows and all that, man, it just makes a huge difference to your illustrations. So I'll do that. Go and add huge shadow here. That, with all of what Rob has done with his cross hatching, is he's basically telling me, okay, add some shadows to there. So I'll do that for him. We'll add shadows there. Let me zoom on in here. All right, let's add some depth into his pouches. Awesome. Now we'll give some more depth onto his hands here. Go and add some depth into his capsules that are his bows. Hell yeah, this looks sick. See, Ginger says, all right, bro, I gotta head out, but it was good hanging out. Thanks so much, Ginge, for coming by, dude. See you later, Itch. Good night chatting. Most definitely, dude. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. You have a good night, and always remember, dude, stay excellent, because you ooze of excellence. Alright, alright, alright. What else should I add for shadows? Just kind of like do this more here, here. Now let's work on Die Hard. Add some cool stuff. Why not add too much since it's part of his armor where he's basically a robot. So gotta, you know, make sure that, oh, isn't his neck around him? Okay, that's red too, so gotta make sure I color that before I further on do anything else. Okay, cool. Salazar, our nation says, that's turning out great. Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, man. I just love... If you guys ask me what's my favorite part of everything from coloring, it's just doing the shading, man. The shading just really gives depth into it. I know I said it many times in my streams, but dude, it makes such a huge difference, man. Like, it just gets rid of like the whole flatness to these characters. Like now they have life. So, you know, I'm just learning how to, you know, digitally color and digitally paint, as they say. So it makes the red, just makes the red pop more and everything. What else is left? I think that's about it for all the reds. Well, I gotta put more depth into his hand. So let's go and do that. Put some depth into his hand here, here, here. Just light touches here and there. And then his capsules. Save here. Oh, also his hair. Do some light. I'll just lightly tap onto his hair, putting too much pressure on it. Just lightly tap it here and there. to zoom out just enough so that way I get like a good idea how I want to color his hair. Nice light taps. After that, then I'll just color like in the gray areas, like all of the stuff that, all the white here. Okay, now slight taps here and there. Alright, now for this dude here, looks like he's from Star Trek. Let me see. For that, we'll give him this dark yellowish type of deal. I believe Rob Liefeld said he liked sci-fi, so maybe it's one of his inspirations. Because this character does look like he's from Star Trek. Alright, awesome. Alright, now let's go and darken him a bit. Let's go and add some shadows. Awesome. Let's see, what colors can I use to give this background? Let's see, because I want to give a nice colored background. Let me go and look into Adobe Color wheel here. Alright. Not liking what I chose for the color. Alright, let me add some lights to. Let me add some lighting. Or how my instructor said on Udemy, highlights. Highlights. And he used hard lights. I mean, I'm not necessarily always use hard light. I think I use another color, but he used hard light. Yeah, I think this is a good color to use. Hard light, add glow. Okay, add glow seems more something I like to use. Glow dodge. Yeah, glow dodge is more easier for me to use, honestly. So I might erase that. Just use glow dodge. Just, you know. I think I'll lower the opacity a bit. Not give it too much. What's going on here? Lower it down to 50 actually. Lower the opacity a bit. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, geez. I don't know what's giving me this wow, this huge weird pink thing going on. Let's look at hard light. I don't see no difference with doing the hard light. Okay, I see somewhat of a little difference, but hard light's not really doing anything hard. How about add glow? Okay, now the glow effect. So we'll do add glow. I might do like light taps because and we'll, for that we'll use soft. Let me go and make some lights here. Okay, now let's give more life over here. User prediction says Riser Man returns. What's up, Neil? Glad you have returned to the stream. So right now I'm just doing lighting. I think I didn't even do shadows on. Yeah, I haven't done shadows on this dude here. Shame on me. Alright, we'll change that right now. So add some shadows here. Zoom in a bit. Bam. You see, well, technically I never left, actually left. I just couldn't respond for several minutes. Oh, okay. Shoot. It's all good, bud. It's all good. Alright, let me see. I All right, awesome. What else? Okay, now, bam, bam, bam. Then we'll do this here. What's Violet's color? There's not really a lot going on here with Violet. So, add some shadows with Violet. Go. See, Salazar Art Nation says, I also never left. I printed out test copies of my mini comic, was cutting and folding. I printed one in newsprint. Oh, that's awesome, dude. How's that going for you, bud? How many comics have you done so far, Frank, for this year, though? Because I know you did a lot of... Ooh, accidentally touched that. Okay, now just add some shine to her armor. Actually, I think I like how I have it here. And then for the eraser tool, we'll just do that. Okay, now do this. See, Salazar Art Nation said, it's going good. For 2021, I did 3 minis. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Congrats, man. See, Neostar Productions says, you got a test copy of your comic ready? Sweet. Yeah, man, that is awesome, dude. Yeah, I know with Frank, Frank is making a drastic change for his art style. And now he's going for the manga art style now. Go and call it this. Oh shoot, I missed his pouches. Is that his pouches? Yeah, it's his pouches. Mother trucker. I missed Rob's infamous pouches. We'll make it orange. Whoa, what the heck is this? Oh shoot, it's one of the shadows layers. I don't know how the heck I got that dot there. Uh-oh, wrong layer. Go and color this dude's pouches now that I freaking missed. Let me see. Salazar Art Nation says, I'm going to start 2 more of the Captain Goggles and Mask Woman story. I hope to have 3 mini issues and then I'll do a bigger book, combining these minis and adding an extra story. Nice. Ian Star Productions says, I'm way behind on my comic. Uh-oh. How come, Neo? How come you're behind your book, buddy? There we go. I wonder if I can just play around with that spray bottle thing. Nah. I think for now, I think it'll be a good time to end the stream. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'll end the stream from here, guys, because I think it's good. Yeah, I'll end it from here. So, let me go and jump on here. Alright, dudes. Thank you all so much for watching the stream, guys. Remember, stay excellent. You guys ooze of excellence, as always, dudes. God bless. Y'all have an awesome Sunday night.